Kraken Impact, which is the name. And he gets 3, 4 from Vaha. And he is just styling on them now. Can he get another one? It's a 1v1. Can Pepega outplay this? Which Winter Soldier is the better one? Oh, and he grabs him around that corner. This is from Kel. So we are playing on Central Park. And I believe this is a Diamond 3 game. See, the attackers are on point. They're trying to stall out as best they can. That's a nice flop, though, with the rocket over the top, finishing the dual tank. And it looks like there's going to be a nice early take for the attacker's side. So many ults already. As Pepega goes in, gets a nice pick. He might be looking for an ult here. There we go. There's the Armed and Dangerous. Instant invis ult over the top, though, to stop any further. And there's the reverse Armed and Dangerous from Mr. Gecko, who gets a triple on the backside. And he's diving all the way in the back to try and get more. I don't think he's going to get another one here, but they've driven them back, and there's a nice reset. He's going to go into the spawn. He gets another reset, and they're pushing them all the way back in. He's holding this. He wants another one. Can he keep going? 30 HP. Someone needs to heal him up if he wants to keep going. But it looks like they're going to back it out, and that's a really nice hold from the defenders. Just a quick interruption to say, if you're enjoying the video, I'm going to be doing this live on stream every Tuesday. So you can submit your own games, and I will live cast it on stream for you. So if you want to submit your games, the details will be down below in the description and the link to the Discord to post it in. And I will also be getting some guest casters in to do some duo casting live on stream as well. So come and join us live. It's super fun. The community is really nice, and I'd love to have you, and I'd love to get a chance to check out your gameplay. So you might as well do the subscribe thing while you're here as well. But enjoy the rest of the video. So we see 5 ultimates on the attackers. There goes the thing. Drops theirs with the rocket over the top as well. The Phoenix ult gets popped, but doesn't really get anybody off the back of it. It does break the rocket ult, though, so that's big. But look at Zanen here on this thing, just pushing forward in their face. He does not give a shit. He is a bit trapped by the group walls, but he has the dash to get out. And this is the wonder of the new thing. This is why new thing is so strong, because as long as you don't use that slam cooldown, you always have a way out after you jump in on them, because you can now jump on the enemies as well. And Mr. Gecko looking for another Winter Soldier ult. Both sides, though. And here we go. There's the Armed and Dangerous from Gecko, but over the top, he does get a reset. Kel with a nice double flop. There is a respawn here for Mr. Gecko, but no resets anymore. Both support ults go down at the same time, so they have doubled up, unfortunately. And if the rocket can get back in here, he does have an ult. He may be able to support the team, because at the moment, they're getting kind of low, so they're going to need to stay up, and I think he's going to drop it real soon to get them up this ramp. Vaha gets a pick on that Phoenix, and it's looking real good. But Kel with the rocket. The rocket is just going bananas, using that damage boost on the ultimate to get a couple of kills, knowing that he's going to be healed, so he doesn't have to heal anymore, and they push them all the way back to spawn. This attacking team is so aggressive, and it's working out in their favor. This is a really solid attack point. 3 minutes left on the clock, and here's the Judge, Jury, Executioner. They need to keep him alive, but they all just Delta split and back out around that corner, so they're not really going to get anything from this, from the defense, and that's the only ults they've got left. So here they come. The thing jumps in with his thong in his face, with the Hulk as well over the top, and Kel in this backline, just peppering one after another with the squids. Not touched really at all, and that is a really, really good attack take. 2 minutes 39 on the clock. Is already looking to get really aggressive here on the Namor, just throwing out those squids in the backside. Oh, what a lovely double tap. Takes that Hawkeye down. Oh, and he gets the finish as well. That's a really nice pick from this high ground as well. There goes the flop. As he jumps down, he's already in position. Kelly's putting on a bit of a masterclass here, to be honest, on this Namor. Not to glaze too much, but that's a really nice sequence of events to get those picks. Looking to get that high ground against this Namor. Try and put a little bit of pressure on. Gets a nice mark, but already down. Nearly taken out instantly by that Namor. And here goes the Cloakle on the site. Lets them walk in. There's the Invis. Probably the Maggle coming out. And just as I call it, there's the Maggle. He's going to look for the Invis. But he's kind of stuck over that bridge. Made it really awkward to try and find the angle. So no luck there, really. Here comes the Hawkeye from Mr. Gecko. That's a huge ult from Gecko. Gets everybody in that line of sight and gets a lovely triple kill. could not quite finish off this Namor, and Kel is still being really annoying up here. Someone needs to try and take him out because he's still putting on a lot of pressure, and he's actually kind of evening it out. Oh my God, gets another lovely double tap. And he's actually making this really difficult for the attackers to finish this off. The rocket ult goes over the top, and he is holding this kind of solo and lets everybody else come back in with the TP from Pepega. They're going to walk it in with the cloak ult by the looks of it. And we're going to see that very, very soon, I think. Once they're ready. There we go. There's the cloak ult to walk them in on point. No counter support ult. So this is their time. They are pushing them all the way back in. Look at this retreat. Konzi and Mr. Gecko with a nice double kill as they all are in this backside. Turns around for the rocket. Gets a lovely pick there. Kelly's trying to get this high ground to see if he can contest again. He does have a flop, but he's going to get taken out. And that's a nice walk in off the back of that cloak ult to take the point. 15 seconds left. We see Vaha here changing to the Winter Soldier off the Phoenix. I think that's a good choice. I feel like the Phoenix just wasn't getting the value that they were looking for, really, in breaking that defensive hole. It's good in principle, I think, on Central Park to break support ults and stuff, or break a rocket ult to try and get in on site, but just not enough damage. And here we see some ults being laid down. Here goes the Eye of Agamotto from Pepega. Big whiff by the looks of it, but he has pushed them all back, which gives enough room for everybody else to push forward. As you see, Tomzo drops that rocket ult, and they've still got a couple left. The Thing is pushing them all the way back into spawn. He wants that cloak and dagger. That's a nice fade to get out, though. And I think he might be in a little bit of trouble here unless someone is there to bail him out, and they are. He backs out. Ezekiel 1v1ing this Venom. Looking for a flop, I think. Playing quite aggressively, actually. But he's looking for a flop angle. I think he's going to look over the top here, and this is going to be the perfect timing. Here it goes. He's going to drop it. There it goes. It's perfect. We fucking called it immediately. He gets the 2, and there's the Armed and Dangerous from Vaha. I don't think it's going to be enough. He's not getting any resets, and the Thing just sits on his face, and there's nothing left in the tank. The attack side are going to have to reset. You've got 4 ultimates on the board. Cloak and Dagger, Hawkeye, Venom, and an Agamotto. This is where you're going to need to push them back and try and win this team fight. But the way I see this running is if you overcommit to these ults on the attack side here, they can just TP in with Pepega, because I think that's going to be back off cooldown, and it is by the looks of it in about 5 seconds. So even if you win this team fight with all the ultimates, he's just going to look to TP back on and contest. So you don't want to overcommit too much here. And there we go, Allura dropping that Cloak and Dagger ult. And on the other side, the Cloak and Dagger ult is dropped as well. So we've got double for double. Gecko dropping the Hawkeye ultimate, but I don't think it's going to be enough burst damage to get through. Here goes the Eye of Agamotto from Pepega. Looks like he kind of whiffs, doesn't really get anyone, but it does keep the pressure off. And we look for Konzi here. Can Konzi do better on the other side? He is alone, though, and he is being focused. I don't think you drop it right now. You are in trouble. If he can get healed up, maybe he can drop that back down and drop that Agamotto, but I don't think he's going to be able to. Oh, just as I say that, he gets a nice one. But there's the flop to stop any more. Kel with a really nice counter ult stops Konzi getting that pick off and finishes him off. But the pickup from Mr. Gecko on this Iron Fist to try and deal with these mega tanks. This could be a really nice switch as it pushes them forward. They were running a triple tank, so it makes perfect sense, this switch. Getting on this rocket, you cannot escape me. And actually, the blue attacking side might get this second point. Can the defenders get in here? He needs to try and put in some work and get this thing up, but instantly gets taken down by the Kraken Impact, which is the name. And he gets 3, 4 from Vaha, and he is just styling on them now. Can he get another one? It's a 1v1. Can Pepega outplay this? Which Winter Soldier is the better one? Oh, and he grabs him around that corner. As we see the attackers bringing it around this corner. Now, this ramp is notoriously very difficult to push up. So let's see what they can do. Looks like the Thing is kind of giving them a bit of an opportunity. And there's a nice pick again from the Winter Soldier. There's the res from the Hulk. Konzo that gets Pepega on the flip side. And it looks like they're falling apart here on the defense. They have a bunch of ults to play with. Kel with another flop if he chooses to use it. There's the Cloak ult down as well to try and stall this top point. There's a rocket ult to follow afterwards. The Luna will have theirs by the time this runs out. So probably support ults from both sides. Mr. Gecko gets a pick, though. That's big. There's the flop. Doesn't finish anyone off, though, and that's a problem. There's the Eye of Agamotto. It's big. It's really big as Vaha capitalizes off the back of that, and he's got another Kraken impact if he wants to use it, but he stays alive. Just insane healing to keep him up as the Hulk is trying to put any pressure on that they can with the ultimate, but he goes down straight away, and it looks like the attackers are going to take this all the way. The defenders are staggering one by one, and they're having a really hard time manning a defense, and there's the Kraken impact. He gets the first one. Do we see another roll you boat? That's the wrong one. It's row you boat. Nick, get your references right. And as he goes over the top with another Kraken impact, and he's going to keep going. It doesn't look like he's going to slow down at all. The Mr. Fantastic might stall it out for a little bit. Does he give them enough time to get back in? He does. The Cap is going to do his best to stall it out, but there's another again. Somehow 180s to get that pick, and they take it all the way 3-3. But the time is important here. 1 minute for the blue side and 3 minutes 39 for the red side. Right, early pick from Vaha. That's big from the attackers, actually. Kale gets rezzed immediately, though, with that rocket res, but the rocket res is down. And that's another pick from Ebo. This Venom in the backline is causing mayhem. He gets a double, but there's the E pop off to keep him alive. Kale forced to use that bubble. He just instantly switches. This Venom has put in so much work. Oh, my God. This Venom has just single-handedly won this point, really. You might not see that all the time, but that's great coverage from the Rocket and probably saves them this point. There goes the flop. Manages to get one, I believe, but the Rocket ult keeps everybody up over the top of that as well. As you see the cloak going down. And there's the Venom and Maggot both pop. Nice fade to get away from Konzi's Meteor M. As you see the Armed and Dangerous from Vaha. We've seen this be so strong. Gets a bunch of people in that. Can he get a finish? There's the reset. The thing drops the ultimate to try and clobber anybody, but this resets on the Winter Soldier is going to be a massive issue. And it's one by one again. The attacker's looking really solid now to get the second point. And it looks like they're going to hit 5. The defenders are in disarray. Can this Hulk stall it out? And give time enough for everybody else to get back in. And he might do, honestly, by himself. He's finally gone down, and there he goes. So I don't know if they're going to be able to contest, but the picks are coming through. Vaha is still popping on this Winter Soldier, and it looks like they're going to get 5 here. He's got the cheaper Town Hall as well, so luck for him. He's seen the bubble be used as well by Kel. So if he's paying attention, he should be looking to use this right now. There he goes. Here goes the cheaper Town Hall, probably. He doesn't use it to begin with. He's looking to wait. Nice attempt on the flop, though, to try and peel it. But he's still holding on to it. Maybe he feels like he doesn't need it. There we go. There's the cheaper Town Hall. He's going to burst down the rocket ult. That's actually really smart. Now he can punish everybody else. He's on this back line by himself, though. Can the Venom join him? The Venom is in the front line, trying to keep those tanks in check. As we see, the Hulk also trying to do the same on the flip, but with the cloak ult down on the floor, the attackers are just pushing in here. And this Winter Soldier is such an issue. And they might get it all the way. This is really hard now as the defenders. What do you do? Really nice hook. How does he sneak that round? And they get all 6 points. If you are the red team here, this is a uphill climb. Even with 3 minutes on the clock, this feels really tough to get all 6 points. And he looks like he's got a good drop angle. There he goes, straight onto the Rocket. Try and take out these healers. Rocket with a nice dash inwards, though. And Venom got himself in a bit of a difficult spot, but has an easy way to back out with that E cooldown and the mag bubble to keep him safe with the thing on his front line. Keeping that pressure on. 1 HP from that Iron Fist. How the ever-living shit does he live through that? That's crazy work. And the Rocket already with an ult. Dropping that on point to walk them in. But there's the counter cloak ult. There is a Lunar ult as well for the defenders to keep this stalled out if they want it. And there's the counter cloak ult. We're probably going to see the Lunar ult off the back of this as well. There we go. This is just support ult for support for support ult. Here goes the mag ult. Can he find the Lunar? She gets around the corner. Whiffs, though, just goes a little bit too far. So does not manage to get that kill. And there goes Gecko. Gets 1 on the back line. Here goes Kel, the Armed and Dangerous. He gets 1. And he gets a second with that reset. The Armed and Dangerous with Valhalla over the other side doing the same. This is a 1v1 with these Winter Soldiers. Who's going to get the better of it? Kel is still going. He gets another one. And Kel is solo taking that point, really, with that ultimate. And gets the better of Vaha and shows, hey, anything you can do, I can do better. And we see the swap to the Strange to try and hold this frontline pressure a bit more. As the Venom is already diving in that backline. Gets one of the healers with the help of Vaha as well. Mr. Gecko managing to stay alive, finally goes down to the thing, keeping that pressure on as they are spawn diving them right now. There's the rocket ult to try and stop any further aggression from this Kraken impact from Vaha. And they're getting the picks, and they are going to bring them back to spawn. So this is a lot of time taken off the board for the attackers, which is only good for the defending side. Because remember, this is OT. This needs to be a big thing out here, I think, to get them past this corner. And here goes Kel again with the Kraken impact. Can he get the finish on the Luna? He cannot. That's a crazy nice freeze into the kill. So no more Kraken impact. And here we go from the other side. Here goes Vaha. There's one reset. The shield up to stop anything further, but they are pushed back to spawn again. 5 seconds on the clock. Can Pepega get any pressure on? They have managed to touch someone. I don't know who is touching this point. It's the Rocket. The Rocket is holding that point down somehow. He's probably going to drop the ult. There it goes. He has kept them in this game. Honestly, no one looked at him. Managed to sneak onto the point and keep it going. This is really great work from Tomzo. Keeping up the thing as well. Avoiding the damage. Gets double dove eventually, and they are going to go down. And it looks like that might be a done deal. But, oh, Strange sneaks in onto the point. Tries to Agamotto to keep everyone away and stall it out. Can he survive long enough? And he cannot. And there's the finish. Really, really nice hold from the defenders. They're using those ults at the right time. And they nearly snuck it in, but that was a close game. 6-4. And I think rightly deserved. 76-7 is an 73k damage. Oh my fucking God.